up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. My apologies, guys. I'm just trying to get the stream live set up, man. I'm kind of confused about all the things, but I'm getting used to it with time. But yeah, let's get into this live stream, man. So the topic that's going to be discussed in this live stream today is in regards to the ASAP Rocky cheating situation, right? So we have to understand that there's many ways in which it can be tackled, right? Because you have to understand that in the world that we live in today, one person can literally come out and post something on social media that can literally destroy somebody's life. All somebody literally needs to do is tweet something from their phone or post something on IG. The Shade Room catches it. All the other drama plugs catch it, and they could literally ruin somebody's relationship. This is somebody in ASAP Rocky that has been with Rihanna for the past couple of years. Obviously, they are having their first child together. She's a billionaire, he's a millionaire, but they both get money. You feel what I'm saying? So, with that being said, somebody posting something onto Twitter, Instagram, whatever, is trying to ruin their relationship by posting that he cheated. I don't know if y'all have realized this, but in the society we live in, they always try to shame the man when he cheats. But when the woman cheats, it's glorified. There's no type of repercussion at all for the woman cheating. And am I saying that cheating is right? Hell no, right? Because this is what we have to understand as a society. You don't want to do certain things onto other people, and then when it happens to you, you feel some type of way. So if you're going to cheat, understand that it's going to happen back to you in one way or another. But realize at the same time as well too, if you don't cheat, you're putting yourself in a position to become better because it's genetic, bro. You either have the genetics to cheat or you're not going to cheat. Completely up to you. If you know, like, this is my thing as a man, if you know you want to deal with multiple women, you have to let that woman that you're dealing with know that, listen, you pull her aside. Listen, I want to talk to other girls. I want to deal with other girls. Are you okay with it? If you're not okay with it, at the end of the day, you have the ability to leave. But I'm just telling you what I want to do, and it's either you want to do it with me or you can go. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be honest if that's what you want to do. If you want to be monogamous, then let her know. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be real with you. I just only want to deal with you. So if you gonna want me to take you seriously, you got to show me loyalty from the beginning. You feel what I'm saying? There's certain things that you have to say, depending on the type of woman you're dealing with, in order for her to really be able to understand where she fits in your life. But a lot of dudes don't do that. They want to sneak around. Same thing with women too. If anything, I'll be real. I think women do it even more than men do it. Keep it 1K. You feel what I'm saying? Women do it a lot more than men when it comes to the cheating aspect. So it really makes it hard in our society for one to really be honest when somebody or when multiple people keep doing things that they know that are going to jeopardize the situation, right? It is what it is. One has to really be able to see past all of that and then from there put themselves in a position of success. So, with that being said, um, the cheating situation, do I think personally, whether do I think that ASAP Rocky cheated? I don't think so, but then again, I'm not there to know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? With that being said, what I can say is that you can't uh you can't let certain things pass beyond somebody because anything is possible. You feel what I'm saying? So it's definitely possible. But at the same time as well too, understand that anything, and like I said, anything can happen when it comes to this social media thing because you have a lot of people out there that are out here to destroy people's lives. You have a lot of people that are out here to be able to try to uh, defame somebody's character, right? Defamation of character. So it's up to you as a person to really be able to be woke and see past all of the BS that society is putting out there and making it seem like this person's a bad person, but in reality they're not. They don't want you to be able to be woke. They don't want you to be able to see the truth. You got to be able to see past all of that, right? You got to really be able to ask yourself, you know what is involved in this, and what is my role? What are the things happening, right? Because that's the reality of the situation. You have to be able to see past all of that. You have to be able to be woke to discern. Listen, this is what society's saying, and then this is what the truth is. Because the reality is that what society says and the truth are two completely different things. They don't want you to be woke in this matrix. They want you to be sleeping. You feel what I'm saying? So you really have to start waking up to everything that's really going on. Start questioning things. Start seeing things for the truth, and move accordingly. Right? The reality of the situation is that, like I said, even the girl that was accused, I think her name is Amina Muaddi. I don't know if I said her name properly, but the reality situation is that she even made an Instagram story talking about the situation. But I think she said that I never watched the Instagram story, but this is what I was hearing. Um, she never did anything. Whether it's true, whether it's not true, only God knows. But we really have to be able to talk about these situations and see the truth of the way it truly is, so we can be able to become better, so we can be able to become more woke as a society. Because the reality of the situation is that they don't want us to be woke, right? They want us to continue to be blind in this matrix, and you have to be able to see the truth of the way it truly is. Don't allow yourself to be confused. Don't allow yourself to be swayed off balance, right? Cheating isn't good. I'm not going to mix words. Somebody say, oh, yeah, that's your opinion. Okay, go ahead and cheat and see what happens to you after you cheat. See how you feel. See what happens, how people treat you. I mean, unless you're a woman in the society, you don't really get respect for cheating, right? Mainly as a man. If you're a man and you cheat, they call you a dog, all that. But if you're a woman and you cheat, they glorify you. Because the thing is that they don't promote loyalty in the society. They don't promote loyalty in the world in general. So you as a person, you as a man especially, you have to really use it as an opportunity to self-improve. If you're ever in a relationship and a woman cheats on you, don't feel bad. It's not your fault. It's her fault, bro. Somebody say, oh, yeah, it's your fault because at the end of the day, if you had done everything right, she would. Nah, bro. The only thing that I'll say is your fault if she cheats on you is because you didn't vet her out properly. This is why I keep trying to tell us as guys, and even women as well, too, when it comes to dealing with men. Y'all have to learn how to vet your partner out properly. When you vet somebody out properly, you're going to see the pros and the cons to that person. Now it's completely up to you to decide whether you want to deal with that person or not. If their cons are more than their pros, in my opinion, stay away from them. Stay clear from them. They're not going to bring you anything positive in your life. So why are you entertaining them? You feel what I'm saying? But if their pros are bigger than their cons, keep them. Nobody's perfect. Like, let me make this point clear. Because this is the main difference between women and men. I'm going to be real. This is the main difference between women and men. When it comes to a man, if a man sees certain flaws in a woman, he's willing to lower his standards just to be able to deal with her flaws. Most men. I'm not talking about myself, but most men. I myself, I'm going to be honest with you. If I see that your flaws are bigger or your flaws or your cons are bigger than your pros, I can't deal with you. Me personally, I cannot deal with that. But if I see that your pros are bigger than your cons, I don't have a problem with dealing with you. Because at the end of the day, I want somebody who knows that they have certain flaws, but is humble enough to be able to fix them. Is humble enough to be able to self-improve. Is humble enough to be able to see that I'm not perfect, but as I improve, I'm going to become a better person. But if you're so prideful, so arrogant, I don't like that. I personally don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reality of the situation. One has to really start to ask themselves what they want and what they can tolerate and what they can deal with. But the reality is that like I said, men are willing to suppress most of what they want in a woman just to deal with the woman that actually likes them, even if she has a lot of flaws. But when it comes to a woman, even if she likes you as a dude, there are certain qualities that made her to like you. So if you're not coming with those qualities, or if you don't come with those qualities and what she thinks that you have, all hope is lost for you because she's not going to treat you with respect. And even if you do come with those qualities, bro, there's two different types of tests, bro. So there's the sexual attractiveness test that a woman will test you for, and then she has to constantly test you when it comes to dealing with you, when it comes to your behavior, to see how you are. If you don't fit that description, bro, it's like she's not looking your way, bro. Seriously. So how does that relate to what I'm talking about? Women have a lot more of an unrealistic expectation when it comes to dealing with men, right? They're not willing to sacrifice some of their standards in order to be able to deal with the man because the man is not 100% ideal to what they want. Does that make sense? But when it comes to men, we're opposite. When men, we're opposite. And I'm speaking for most men when I say this. 95% of men were willing to sacrifice certain things, right? But you also are going to realize as you become a higher value dude, as you start to level up, there are certain things you should never sacrifice. Because if you sacrifice those things, whatever you see is what you get. Now let's relate it back to the ASAP Rocky situation, right? You have somebody coming out on social media trying to accuse him for cheating on Rihanna. The only thing that benefits him in this situation is that let's say that for instance they were to get married. I don't believe they're married, but let's say they were to get married. or even without marriage, she like let's say for instance that they were I believe they were to separate. They have a child together now, so it's not like she's gonna be. I don't think she's gonna be able to go off scot free. If Rocky wanted to, or ASAP Rocky wanted to file a lawsuit against her, I think he could file a lawsuit against her for alimony. She would have to be paying alimony because I believe she's the breadwinner between the two, right? Mind me, this woman's a billionaire. Hell, we could search up her net worth right now, but we're not going to. She's a billionaire, so she obviously is making majority of the money. And you have to understand that when you're a woman and you're making the type of money that she's making, there are certain character traits that you have to have in order to be able to belong amongst the people that are making six figures and above. She's making way much more than six figures. She's making way much more than 100 million. She's a billionaire. So, and that's self-made. That's a self-made billionaire. It's not. It's no trust fund baby. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, respect is there, but it's like at the same time as well too. She would be the one to lose compared to the average situation when it comes to a man and a woman. Like for instance, the Dr. Dre situation with his wife, Bill Gates with his wife, Will Smith was his wife. Not saying that Will Smith divorced his wife, but if they were to get divorced at any point in time, they would probably be paying the woman not only 50% of what they make, but if they had children, alimony too. So there's just so much to lose as a man in society, especially once you get married or if you even have children with the woman. So we as men, especially, we have to stop seeing marriage as a way of love, bro. Not saying that you shouldn't get married. If you want to get married, but know what's inside of marriage before you get into marriage and understand that at the end of the day, that you're putting yourself in a position to lose it all if you do get married. So if you're going to do that, sign a prenup. Make sure that prenup is signed, right? Some also ask, because we're going to, like I said, from time to time, we're going to relate it back to the Rihanna situation. Some are asking, how does Rihanna feel about the situation involving social media saying that her man cheated on her? You have to understand this. No matter how much a woman makes, a woman is always going to refer back to her biological nature, which is to be emotional. So within this whole thing, she might try to make it seem like she's strong with ASAP, which I pray is the situation because we want people to move forward in unity, not division. You're going to have a lot of women that are going to try to comfort her and talk about, girl, why are you still with him? He cheated on you, da da da. Because people believe everything they see on the internet, even if it's not true. People believe it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a woke individual to be able to read outside of the box or read in between the lines to see what the reality is. And I'm not saying that he didn't, but at the same time, or that he did, or that he didn't, but at the same time as well too, you have to really be able to put the puzzle pieces together, right? You have to be able to put the puzzle pieces together and then just move accordingly from there and see what the reality situation is. So she's going to be receiving pressure from those women talking about, girl, you need to leave him, da 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 da. And then her nature generally is going to cause her to become more emotional and think that, oh, why would this dude cheated to him if I gave him my body? You know what I'm saying? You know how women are. So there's so much involved, and you really have to be woke and really be involved in what you're doing before you do it, man. And start to see the truth of the way it truly is, because the reality is that they don't want you to be woke. They don't want you to see the reality for the way it truly is in the society. And once you do, they try to blackball you. They try to execute you. They try to do certain things to put you in a position of weakness and try to conquer you. You cannot allow those things to happen. So you really have to be smart in the way you move, especially as a man, right? This is one tip I have for us as the woke family, man. Let's spread this message. Stop believing everything you see on social media, man. Because social media is not reality, man. Social media is not reality. Reality is not social media. What you see on social media, majority of the time, is not real. But so many people use social media as a platform to try to compare themselves to others instead of using it as a platform for business, instead of using it as a platform for dating, instead of using it as a platform to see how you can be able to get better. You're using it for the wrong reasons. And then when you get different results, you wonder why. We have to start being woke and seeing that as a society. Instagram is not everything. That blue check is not everything. The cars, the chain, it's not everything. It's only perception. People try to make it seem that perception is the only reality. No, it's not, man. No, it's not. You have to be able to see beyond that, because if you cannot see beyond that, then you're woke. Then you're not woke. But if you can see beyond that, you are woke. Let's become more woke and start seeing the truth for the way it truly is before the devil and his demonic spirits destroy us all. We have to stay woke. Instagram is not reality. Reality is not Instagram. Start to see the truth of the way it is. So to wrap it up about the Rihanna situation with ASAP Rocky, I don't personally think he cheated, but at the same time, well, too, I'm not there. Stop believing everything you see on social media because reality is not social media, and social media is not reality. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. It's gonna be in this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends, subscribe to the channel at WokeeBucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below. So with social media links. So make sure you go give those a check. But without further ado, let's come in this live stream. This is WokeeBucks, and I'm out, man.